Thank you, Coach, for being here. Thank you, James, for being here with us. Um, what are your feelings? Maybe mixed feeling. Um, the pride of your journey from the beginning to here, or maybe the frustration of the elimination. Yeah. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of emotion right now. When you really truly with all your heart believe that you're going to win and that you got the group to do it, and you think there's kind of a divine power on your side, and it doesn't go that way. It's a little disappointing. One thing I could say is I'm definitely not disappointed in our effort. I've never been more proud of a group of men in my entire life. Their fight, especially this guy right here, James Okello, his nickname's Oxy. He exemplifies everything that our team's about. You saw him. He's our 6'4" backup center, battling his butt off with one of the best bigs in Europe, arguably an NBA player, 7'3", and to see just the fight that he put up every single possession, it just makes me really proud, and that's a microcosm of what our team's about. I'm extremely excited for the future. I think that the guys told them in the locker room they should be proud of themselves. I wish I could have done a little bit more personally to put them in positions to succeed, especially offensively today. I think the key to the game was our inability to capitalize off their turnovers. We had 22, and we didn't turn the ball over, but we just didn't shoot it well. Besides that, and you can look at all the numbers, I'm just so proud of the way our guys fought, and I'm proud to coach this team, and I'm excited for the future.
James, Oxy, with your permission.
Yes, sir.
I will call you Oxy now. You fought, and came up short. What did you miss in this game?
I don't think we missed anything. We went on court and gave all we had to give. The boys fought. They fought so hard. The coach gave all his best. So I don't think there is anything short that we left back. We gave all our best. Given the fact that, we didn't have enough time to prepare, we have problems that you guys can't see that are behind the scene. So a lot is happening. So I think the boys fought, gave all they had to give. So we just have to go back home, maybe next time prepare better, get support earlier. Maybe we'll go further and maybe probably get to the finals or even win.
Why not? Questions, please.
One for coach and one for James. Can I go, James?
Go.
James, you were averaging 10 minutes a game up until today, 23 minutes today. And just how did you prepare yourself, and how was it in there battling against not just Tavares but all the other top players from Cape Verde?
Yeah, personally I was fired up for this game. I really wanted to take my team to the next level. So I just sat back and, thought of what I could give my team, what they need exactly from me. And I think as a person, I gave it all what they needed. I tried to put it on court there. And I prepared very well mentally, physically. I rested enough. And, just that the ball did bounce our way. But I think I was better prepared for this game.
Yeah, you certainly were a fantastic job. And coach, when Arthur Klumas was in the last press conference, he was struggling with his three. All of a sudden, he made some, and it was just lit the place up and changed the whole way your offense looked when Arthur was knocking down the threes.
Yeah, I think for Arthur, it's not his inability to shoot. It's just the confidence that he knows he can make that. I think that grew a little bit tonight. It took a lot of motivation. I think you guys saw that timeout where I was a little fired up about him passing up a three. There's different ways that you can handle situations like that, but with guys like Dangu, who used to struggle with his shot a couple years ago when he came to us, a guy like Arthur, I watched those guys in practice hit three after three after three, and I rebound for them, and it's like playing catch. And you get to a game, and there's hesitation, and it's a process. But that kid, like we talked about, I mean, he's got heart and he's got confidence. So I think he took a step tonight in that direction. I hope it carries over into his college season, his career. He was great, and with a loss, you almost think you wasted a good shooting night from one of your better players. But Oxy said it best. They gave it their all. And just a little tidbit on Oxy, if you don't mind me saying, he's the one player I've ever coached in my short career who every single time I tell him to do something or I ask him to do something, it could be to go in the game, it could be to come out after a minute, it could be to run a play a certain way in practice, it could be to change his jersey from red to white in practice. His response every single time is, yes, coach. And he just goes out there and he fights. He fights. And, I've told him a lot how much I appreciate him. I wish I could show it more, but he's the heart and soul of this team. And I wanted to add that to, your question about him. He's a fighter, and he's a microcosm of what these guys are about and how this team got to this level this quickly.
Jeff?
I was actually going to ask everything that he did, so I'll just expand.
Come on, Graham.
You've already spoken about Oxy, but just one other, his attempt when he tried to dunk it on Eddie Tavares, we were like astounded that he would even try. And even though he didn't succeed, I suppose in a way that kind of typified his, he was ready for the challenge. I mean, could you just talk about the spirit of the team that you guys had tonight? Because many teams would have probably just kind of faded. You guys continued to fight.
Yeah, they did. It's what our guys do. I can't say it on any other way. They're fighters. They're resilient. And it's from the top down. It's our management who are fighting on our behalf back home. It's the players that are fighting on the court. It's a collective effort, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes and whatnot to even get us here, which we know about and we're very appreciative of. I was thinking in my head when Oxy went to dunk that, I was thinking, dunk that on his head. It might have been a miracle if he did do it, but that's what I was thinking. I'm there with him in spirit on the court, and I share that mentality with him. And unless you're around him every day, you think he's crazy for doing that. And results aside, that's just who he is. It's a mentality, and that's why he's able to do what he does at his size. Yeah, just proud of him, proud of the group. That's really all I have to say.
Last question for Roxy. No more.
Coach, if you could just give one comment about Cape Verde. They have a lot of veterans, the two Almeidas. It's not just them and Eddie, but also Xavier. It kind of seems like maybe they might have an opportunity. I know the Tunisia assistant coach is behind me here. I mean, but it feels like they might have an opportunity to. They're kind of in that zone, the special tournament feel.
Yeah, they're an extremely talented group. They're very experienced. They obviously have size in Tavares, and he's not just big. He's extremely smart. He uses his body well. He moves well. They run their system well. I think a good example of how the night went tonight was when we tried to blitz Xavier, and he's just so crafty. I think he spin move, rejected it, split it. It was like, what are we supposed to do now? So they're just very crafty. They're so much better in person than they are in film. You think they're a little bit older. Maybe we're younger, more energetic. We can pressure them. Even with pressure, they just handled it so well, and they handled it with poise. And their experience went out tonight. The utmost respect to that coach. It was a battle the first time we played him in November 2020. It was a battle this time. Hopefully it's not the last time we see them. I think it's just a great challenge to play that team. Well coached, great players. Can't say enough good things. I think Tunisia's got their work cut out for them. No offense.
Oxy, one last word for the fans in UG.
First of all, I'm very proud. I'm very proud for the whole team, what they have done, taking the nation this far. I think this is our first time to reach this far as as Silverbacks. So I'm really very proud of my teammates and the coach, the management, and everyone behind the team. For the fans back home, this is all we could give you, please. Maybe next time if we prepare better, we'll go further and further. So we just ask for your support. Keep pushing us, keep supporting us. We can go far as a team. Me, I believe we have a good coach, we have good management, great players. They are still young, they can play. So I believe the future is bright. Yeah.
Thank you.
Real,
Thank you.
real quick,
Yeah, yeah.
I would just like to say thank you so much to you guys, FIBA. I hope I could say my thank yous individually to people that helped make this happen, but the Rwandan Basketball Federation, whoever helped make this happen to get us here in this incredible arena. The hotels were great. We've been treated with nothing but respect. The people of Rwanda, some of the nicest people I've ever met. When Rwanda got knocked out, they were rooting for us and giving us a lot of love at the hotel. So I've never felt more love in a country that I've visited other than Uganda. And I think that's kind of like the spirit and the heart of East Africa. And I just want to say thank you to all you guys and FIBA and the Rwandan Basketball Federation. We really appreciate this a lot. It's been an incredible experience.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bag also, coach.
Yeah.
I know you have some millions inside. I won't stay in there. Put them down.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, coach. Thank you, Jeff, for being here with us. Congratulations, Cape Verde. Coach, first word after this qualification for semi-final.
Bem, peço desculpas, hoje vou e tenho essa necessidade de falar em português. Em primeiro lugar, eu queria dar os parabéns aos meus jogadores, ao meu staff, à equipa técnica toda, ao presidente Mário Correia, ao povo de Cabo Verde por o apoio enorme. Em segundo lugar, queria também dar os parabéns à Uganda. Foi uma equipa lutadora, esteve no nosso grupo. O seu treinador teve um gesto brilhante, veio agora ao nosso balneário agradecer. E antes de tocar em relação ao jogo, eu gostaria de dedicar esta vitória, para além de todo o povo, a um amigo especial que perdi há uns meses atrás, Coach Ndinho, treinador angolano, que faleceu, que fazia 2 anos. E eu hoje, quando estive a preparar o game, estive a preparar o jogo, lembrei-me dele, da sua energia, a forma como estava, e disse que tinha que fazer de tudo para ganhar, para oferecer-lhe esta vitória. A ele devo essa vitória. Dizer-vos que foi um jogo difícil, não foi um jogo fácil. Preparámos-lo bem, tivemos muito cedo algum problema físico em relação ao Ivan, que temos vindo a tentar recuperar. Ivan foi um jogador de coração, fez um esforço grande para poder ajudar a equipa, sabemos das suas limitações. Mas tonight ganhamos uma equipa, ganhamos um base, ganhamos um poste, ganhamos um conjunto de jogadores. Queria aqui, antes da segunda pergunta, também aí explicar um ponto e por isso queria falar em português. É fundamental, é importante para a nossa competição, para o AfroBasket, termos um jogador da dimensão do Edi Tavares. Edi Tavares é nada mais, nada menos dos melhores postes, se não o melhor poste da Liga Euroleague. Edi Tavares hoje chegou ao balneário completamente arranhado, o braço todo tirado. Eu até tirei fotografias e vou publicar essas fotografias. Se os nossos árbitros não têm a capacidade de perceber que isto é basquete, se deixam que um jogador dessa dimensão seja massacrado com o seu corpo desta forma, o Edi Tavares não vai vir outra vez jogar a competição. E vamos perder um jogador de grande qualidade na nossa competição África. Pensem nisso, quando digo Edi, estou a falar dos outros, mas falo do meu. Porque chegou ao balneário da forma como chegou, porque os árbitros simplesmente permitiram esse antijogo. Queria deixar isso bem claro.
Translation, please.
Yes.
I'll try to.
Yeah.
So first of all, the coach addressed the victory to his coaching staff. First of all, the coach addressed the victory to the win to his coaching staff and to his players, obviously. Second of all, he dedicated this victory to one of his best friends, which is an Angolan coach that passed away for about two months ago. And before he get into the arena, he was preparing the game and he was thinking about this coach, because the type of energy that he used to give to his players and all that. So that's one of the reasons why he addressed the victory to him. The other thing is FIBA needs to understand that Edi Tavares is one of the best players of the EuroLeague. And when they get into the locker room, you know, his body is all scratched. And he might not attend the next AfroBasket because of that. So
You don't come.
the coach is not talking just about Eddie, but he's talking about the whole players. So he called this to the FIBA attention, you know. They need, if they don't have referees, you know, with capacity and skills to officiate the game, then it's going to be tough, and we're going to lose players like Edi Tavares and, you know, high-level players that plays for the pro leagues.
Jeff, when some of you claim that you are coming Kigali to win, people think it was a joke. What do you want to reply to them tonight?
Well, my saying is make them believe. That's my saying before we got in this tournament. Obviously, we know, in my opinion, we have the best team that Cape Verde ever had. And I think we have to take this opportunity to understand that every single game, every single minute, that this is once in many years that this can happen, you know? And we don't want anything to overcome that, and we have to live in the moment. And I think that's what we're doing. And I'm pretty sure after we beat Angola, I think we woke up everyone in this tournament.
Yeah.
And obviously we lost to Congo because I think we're a little too big-headed, but I think we went level-headed more, and we had to do what we had to do, and we're here in the semifinals, and I don't think we're done. And that's what we have to understand. We're not done. We want more.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning for us.
Jeff, the coach of Uganda gave you a lot of praise for the way you handled all of the pressure that they tried to throw at you. And we were thinking that this was your best game of this tournament. Talk about how your game has evolved, but also Cape Verde's game in this tournament.
No, I don't think that we had a really good, let's say, preseason to get into great shape before this tournament. And I wasn't fully there, especially against Angola and Congo. And I think I'm getting there as the games go. And also I had a lot of time to think about the game against Rwanda in the last 7 minutes, and we watched the film, and I really couldn't believe what I saw. And I was in the room. Believe me, I'm in a room a lot, just getting a lot of treatment on my body. That's literally all I've been thinking about. I was like, this will never happen again. And I think I made it happen. And it won't happen again. And I'm that type of player. I'm very confident, but I understand that things can go bad. And I won't let it happen again.
Jeff, boa noite, parabéns.
Obrigado.
16 pontos, 9 ressaltos, 8 assistências. Comentário sobre isto.
I didn't know I had almost a triple-double until after the game, which is cool. I just tried to, help the team the most I can in the point guard position, because honestly, that's not my true position. I'm a shooting guard, but I'm glad I get to help the team in every aspect and big stats. But that's not what I come to think about. I come to think about whatever the team needs me to do, I'm going to do it at my best capacity possible.
Manuel Tavoada, parabéns.
Obrigado.
Grande saga para uma equipe que vem do apuramento já fora de horas. E agora?
Como eu tinha dito, nós respeitamos todos os adversários, mas no início, no final do jogo de Angola, eu tinha dito que o importante era não pensar como começamos, mas pensar como queremos finalizar. Esta equipa quer muito mais. O Jeff já disse isso, acabou de dizê-lo agora. Vamos prepará-lo bem e vamos enfrentar a Tunísia para vencer. Esse é o nosso objetivo. Nós pensamos assim, passo a passo. Ai de nós se não pensássemos assim. Estamos motivados, sabemos que é um jogo difícil. A Tunísia é uma equipa muito experiente, tem muita qualidade, mas esse caráter desta equipa, os jovens, daqui a 2 dias estaremos no campo com a mesma determinação, com a mesma força de vontade e com o querer de ganhar. Porque sabemos que só juntos é que podemos vencer, continuamos juntos, continuamos unidos. Translate, Long? Yeah. Alfredo. Yeah.
Muscovide asked the coach, first he asked Jeff about he was pretty close to a triple-double. 16 points, 9 rebounds or 9 assists, if I'm not mistaken. And he grew up so much during the competition. We will continue having this type of Jeff that gave all out on the court. There was the question addressed to Jeff. To the coach, they start a late season, the preparation for this tournament. And as such, they are moving so far than no one expected. So coach said that first of all, they never thought about the competition that they would go so far as they going. But they said this is not how it starts, but this is how it ends. So as Jeff said, they're gonna continue giving the whole out on the court, and they're gonna face Tunisia. But guess what? We're here to win. We're here to win. No matter what, we're here to win.
Last question, please.
Jeff, you've played college basketball in America. You've played in Spain. You've played, gosh knows where else.
Germany, France, Portugal.
How does it compare to playing for your national team, but also compared to the difficulty? Your coach remarked on the physicality for Eddie Tavares. How physical, how tough is it for you to play in this competition?
It's funny you asked me that because actually a few days ago I tweeted that. I tweeted something about you don't know what physical basketball is until you play an AfroBasket, and it's God honest truth. There's nothing more physical than AfroBasket. I mean, it's constant. You dribble, every dribble, it's a hit on your body. And after the game, I just feel like I just want to lay in my bed for 5 days in a row. But yeah, it's very, the physicality of this game, it's very, very tough, and it's very hard on your body, but it's fun. It's fun. I love it. I love it.
Ok.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you guys
Obrigado.
for having me.
Obrigado.
Good luck.
Tentar descansar, gosto.